to sing to me.
No, you wouldn't either, because I wouldn't marry you near none of your kinfolk, and you can tell them that.
Oh, none of my kinfolks, huh?
That's right, including that niece of yours, Miss Laurie Williams. You just tell me where she was, Aunt Ellen. Just where would you tell me she was at?
I wouldn't tell you at all. For as far as I can make out, Laurie ain't paying you no heed.
So she don't take to me much, huh? Where'd you get such ugly niece that wouldn't pay no heed to me? Who's the best bronc buster in this here territory?
You, I bet.
And the best bulldogger in the 17 counties? Me. That too. Looky here. I'm handsome, ain't I? Curly-headed, ain't I? And bow-legged from the south for God knows how long, ain't I?
Couldn't stop a pig in the road.
What else does she want than the dang she-mule?
I don't know, but I'm sure starting it ain't you. Who are you taking to the box social tonight?
I ain't thought much about it.
Bet you come over to ask Laurie.
What if I did?
You asked me too, but we're my fascinator.
Yeah, you too. Walked out the door.
No such of a thing.
Yeah, too. You know it was me.
I heard a voice talking with Aunt Ellen, and I heard someone singing like a bullfrog in a pond.
You know it was me. You sat up in there thinking of something mean to say. I'm a mind not to ask you to the box social.
Well, if you did ask me, I wouldn't go with you. Besides, how'd you take me? You ain't bought a new buggy with red wheels onto it, have you?
No.
And a spanking team with the bridles all jingling?
No, I ain't.
Expect me right on the high note down, I guess. And you better ask that Cummins girl you took such a shine to over across the river.
If I was to take her, there'd be a way to take you, Miss Laurie Smarty.
Oh, they would?
When I take you out tonight with me, honey, here's the way it's gonna be. You will sit behind the team of two white horses in the thickest gig you've ever seen. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a pretty on top. Watch that spring and see how talked so mean to me a while back, Aunt Ellen. I'm a mind not to take her.
Ain't said I was going.
Lioness?
Where'd you get such a rig at? I bet he's went hard over to Claremore thinking I'd go with him.
That's all you know about it.
I spent all his money hiring a rig, and now I ain't got nobody to ride in it.
I have too. I didn't hire it. I made the whole thing up out of my head.
What? You made it up?
Dashboard and all.
Oh, get off the place, you! Ain't no way making get stuff out of here. Telling me lies.
Hey! Look out now. Making up a few parties ain't getting no law I've never heard of. Don't you wish there was such a rig, though? Why, you could go to the play party and hoe down some morning if you was a mind to. When it was all over, I'd lift you up into the Surrey, and I'd jump up alongside you. We just point the horses home. I can picture the whole thing. I can feel the stars getting blurry when we ride back home in the Surrey, riding slowly home in the Surrey with the bridge on off. I can feel the day getting older, feel a sleepy head near my shoulder, nodding, drooping, close to my shoulder till it falls. Kerplunk. The sun is swimming on the rim of our hill. The moon is taking our headed. And just as I'm thinking all the earth is still, a lark will wake up in the meadow. Hush, you bird, my baby's asleeping. Baby got a dream worth a keeping. Oh, you team, and just keep a creeping at a slow clip, clock. Don't you hurry with the Surrey with the fringe on the top.
Only there ain't no such rig. You just said you made the whole thing up.
Well,
Why'd you come around here with your stories and lies, get me all worked up that way? Talking about the sun swimming on the hill and all, like it was so. Who'd want to ride alongside you anyway?
Why don't you just grab her and kiss her when she acts that away, Curly? She's just taking for you two a bit.
Well, I won't even speak to him, let alone allow him to kiss me, the bragging, bow-legged, wish he had a sweetheart bum.
She likes you quite a lot.
she liked me much more. She took the dogs on to me.
You get the wagon hitched up?
What wagon?
Well, there's a crowd of folks coming down from Bushyhead for the box social.
Yeah, Curtis said maybe you notice your big wagon to take him up from the station.
Of course I would if he'd asked me.
We got talking about a lot of things. I'll go hook it up now to say it's all right.
See what we brung you, Aunt Eller?
Oh, Will.
Hi, Aunt Eller.
What happened at the fairs? You any good in the stirrups?
I did pretty good. I won it.
Good boy.
I wouldn't know you would.
Ain't nobody can sing her up like our territory boys.
Can't stay but a minute, Ellen. I got to get over to 80 Annie. Don't you remember? Her pa said if I could get $50, I could have her.
$50. Don't they give you some prize money?
That's what.
Land, if Andy's pa keeps his promise, we'll be dancing at your wedding.
Well, we better keep his promise, or I won't get the present I brought for him. Look here, fellas. See, you hold up your eyes like this. When you get a good look, you turn the top, and the picture changes.
Well, I'll be side-gated.
Well, she don't got no clothes on.
Silly, no. The hussy ought to be ashamed of herself. You too. How do you turn the thing to see the other picture? Wait, I'm getting it. Oh, a good mind to tell
please don't, Aunt Ellen. She wouldn't understand.
I bet you carried on plenty in Kansas City.
I wouldn't exactly call it carrying on, but I sure did see some things I never seen before. I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday I learned a thing or two. For up to then I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. Then I put my ear to a bell telephone and a strange woman started in to talk.
What next?
Yeah, what?
What next? Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as the building ought to go. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk the prairies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've gone about as far as they can go.
What you doing, Will?
This is a two-step. This is all the dancing nowadays. Of course, you don't do it alone. Come on, Aunt Ellen. Come on, Aunt Ellen. Dance with me.
And that's about as far as I can go.
And that's about as far as she can go. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've got a big theater they call the Barbecue. For 50 cents you can see a dandy show. One of the gals was fat and pink and pretty. As round above as she was round below. I could swear that she was padded from her shoulder to her heel. But later in the second act when she began to feel, she proved that everything she had was absolutely real. She went about as far as she could go. She went about as far as she could go.
Things all hitched up.
Hello, Carter. Can't stop to talk. I got to get over there to Annie. I got $50.
Time we got going too, boys. Thanks for loaning the wagon, Aunt Ellen. Come on, Curly. I'll catch up with you guys. Aunt Ellen, I gotta know something. Who's the little filthy sneaker? Lori's got her cap set for him.
You?
Never mind that. I mean, sure, there's plenty of guys out there trying to spark her. And I know she leads to one of them. Now, don't she?
Well, there is that fine farmer Jake Hudson's just this side of Lone Hill. Then I know we're man in Claremore. Next, I like either doctor or veterinary.
That's what I thought. Hello, Judge. Hello yourself.
And then, of course, there's someone closer to home that's got his mind set on her most of the time, so he don't know a plow from a thrashing machine.
Him?
Yeah, Judge Fry.
That bullet-colored growly man?
Don't say nothing again, him. He's the best hired man I ever had. He just about runs the place by himself. Well, 2 women can't do it. You already know that.
You mean Lori took up with a man like that?
I said she took up with him.
Well, he's around her all the time, ain't he? He lives here.
Out in the smokehouse.
Changed my mind about cleaning the hen house today. Don't leave it till tomorrow. Gotta quit early because I'm driving Lori over to the party tonight.
You're driving Lori?
Ask her.
Wouldn't that just make you ball? Well, don't you forget, me and you's got a date together. If you fix up a nice box lunch, I just might bid for it.
How we going, Curly? That rig you made up? I'll ride a straddle them lights and winking like lightning bugs.
That ain't no made-up rig, you hear me? I done hired it over to Claremore.
Yeah, and you did?
I sure did. That's a pretty one, too. Now, when I come pick you up after supper, you make sure you got your beauty spots fastened on proper so you don't lose them off. It's a mighty smart turnout you got there. I'll see you tonight anyways. I'm on my way back from the station.
Hey, Curly, freshen up. It's a long way to Skidmore. That means we'll have a lot of company. You better get your pants packed.
Hey, Ellen, don't go to Skidmore tonight with Cody. If you do, I'll have to ride with Judd all alone.
That's the way you wanted it, ain't it?
No, I did it because Cody was so fresh, but I'm afraid to tell Judd I won't go. He did something terrible. He makes me shiver every time he gets close to me. Did you ever go down to that old smokehouse where he's at?
Plenty of times. Why?
Well, did you see those pictures he's got tacked onto the wall?
Yeah, I see them, but don't you pay them no mind.
Something's wrong inside me, Ellen. At night, I hook my door, and I fasten my windows again in. And the sound of feet walking up and down under the tree outside my room.
Lori!
And mornings he comes to his breakfast, and he looks at me out from under his brows like something making the brush somewhere. I know what I'm talking about.
You crazy young'un. Stop acting like a chicken with its head cut off. Now, who do you reckon that is drove up? Why, it's that old peddler. The one that sold me that egg beater.
Well, he's got Ado Annie with him. Will Parker's Ado Annie.
Old peddler, you know what he told me? He told me that egg beater beat up eggs, bring out dish rags, turn the ice cream freezer, and I don't know what all.
Yoo-hoo, Ado Annie.
Hold your horses, peddler man. I want to talk to you.
Hi, Ellen. Hello, Lori. Hello. Will Parker's back from Kansas City. He's looking for you.
Will Parker? I didn't count on him being back so soon.
I can see that. You been right, is he?
Peddler man's gonna drive me to the box social. I got up short of the pay for lunch.
Ado Annie, have you taken up with that peddler man?
Not yet.
But you promised Will Parker, ain't you?
Not what you might say promise. I just told Will maybe.
Well, don't you like him no more?
Of course I do. There won't ever be nobody like Will.
Then what about this peddler man?
Oh, there won't never be nobody like him neither.
Well, which one do you like the best?
Whatever one I'm with.
You are silly.
Now, Lori, you know they didn't nobody pay me no mind up until this year, on account of I was scrawny and flat as a beanpole. Then I kind of rounded up some, and now the boys act different.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. I like it. I like it so much when a feller starts talking pretty, I get all shaky from horn to hoof. Don't you?
Can't think what you're talking about.
Don't you feel kind of sorry for a fella when he looks at you like he wants to kiss you?
Well, you just can't go around kissing every man that asks you. Didn't anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah, they told me. It ain't so much a question of not knowing what to do. I know it was right and wrong since I was 10. I hear a lot of stories, and I reckon they are true, about how girls are put in love by men. I know I mustn't fall into the pit, but when I'm with a feller, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fit. I always say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to say no. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a pat. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be pretty and quaint. I ain't the type that can't say, how can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. When what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as I sit on their lap, something inside of me snaps. I can't say no.
It's like I told you, Lori. I get you feeling sorry for him. Well, I wouldn't feel sorry for any man, no matter what. I sure am feeling sorry for poor Allie Hackham now. Look at the way Anella's cussing him out. Allie Hackham? That's his name? Yeah, it's Persian. Are you sure for certain you love him better than you love Will? Well, I was sure. And now that old Will has to come back, first thing you know, he'll start talking pretty to me and changing my mind all back again. But Will wants to marry you. So does Allie Hackham. Did he ask you? Well, not directly. But how I know is, he said this morning when I was riding with him that he wanted for me to drive like that with him to the end of the world. Well, if we only went as far as Tuesday, that takes us sundown. Then we'd have to go somewhere and be all night together. And being all night together means a wedding, don't it? Not to a peddler, it don't.
All right. If the egg beater don't work, then I give you something just as good.
Just as good. It's got to be 1,000 million times better.
My, oh my, Miss Lottie. Jippity crickets, how high you've grown up. Last time I come through here, you was tiny, like a shrimp with freckles. Now look at you, a great, big, beautiful lady.
Quit a biting me. If you ain't had no breakfast, go and eat yourself a green apple.
Now, Aunt Ella, just listen.
I ain't your Aunt Ella. Don't you call me Aunt Ella, you little wart. I'm mad at you.
Don't go and be mad at me. And I said I'd give you a present, something to wear.
Foot, got things for to wear. Wouldn't have it. What is it?
Real silk, made in Persia.
What I want of those Persian garters?
Oh, Aunt Ella, they're awful pretty with lace onto them and all.
I'll try 'em on.
Hold out your foot.
You have any idea I'm gonna let you slide that garter up my limbs?
Funny woman. It'd be much worse if I tried to take her garters off.
Yeah, 'cause that'd make her stockings fall down, wouldn't it?
Now give me the other one.
Which one? Oh, you want to buy this one to match. I can let you have it for 50 cents, 4 bits.
What do you mean, do I want to buy it? You want me to get that egg beater and ram it down your windpipe?
All right. Don't anybody want to buy something? How about you, Miss Lottie? Must be wanting something. A pretty young girl like you.
Me? Of course I want something. I want a shiny buckle made out of silver to fasten onto my shoes. I want a dress with lace. I want perfume. I want to be pretty. And I want to smell like a honeysuckle vine.
Give her a cake of soap.
I want things I've heard of and never had before. Rubber-tired buggy, a cut glass sugar bowl. Not only things to look at and hold in your hands, but things to happen to you. Things so nice that if they ever did happen to you, your heart would quit beating and you'd fall down dead.
I've got just the thing for you. The elixir of Egypt.
What's that?
It's a secret formula belonged to Pharaoh's daughter.
Melon sauce.
But a special kind of smelling salt. Read what it says on the label. Take a deep breath and you see everything clear. That's what Pharaoh's daughter used to do when she had a hard problem to decide, like what prince she ought to marry, or what dress to wear to a party, or whether she should cut off somebody's head. She'd take a whiff of this.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
I'll take up all of that, Mr. Peddler.
Precious stuff.
How much?
2 bits.
Throwing away your money.
How'd you decide what to do?
Now, don't you want me to show you some pretty doodads? You know, with lace around the bottom and ribbons running in and out.
You mean fancy drawers?
All made in Paris.
I sure do like to look at them.
Yeah, it's all right if you ain't going no place.
Bring your chapel inside. Maybe I can find you something to eat and drink.
Well, ask him why don't you?
Allie, me and Lloyd's been having an argument.
About what, baby?
About what you meant when you said that about driving with me to the end of the world.
Well, I didn't really mean to the end of the world.
Well, how far do you want to go?
Oh, about as far as, say, Claremore to the hotel.
Well, what's at the hotel?
In front of the hotel is a veranda. Inside is the lobby. Upstairs might be paradise.
I thought they was just bedrooms.
For you and me, baby, paradise.
You see, I knew I was right and Laura was wrong. You do want to marry me, don't you?
Oh, Ada Annie.
What did you say?
I said you do want to marry me, don't you? What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, foot. Just when. Hello, Will. That's Will Parker. Promise me you won't fight him.
Why fight? I never met the man before. I only fight with my friends.
Ada Annie, honey bun. I'm the sweetest 150 pounds of sugar in the territory.
Will, this is Alice Hacker.
Well, how are you, Hap? Don't mind the way I talk. God, I'm gonna marry her.
Marry her? On purpose?
No such a thing.
It's a wonderful thing to be married.
Abby,
I got the brother in Persia, got 6 wives.
6 wives? All at once?
Sure, that's the way they do in them countries.
Not always. I got another brother in Persia, only got 1 wife. He's a bachelor.
Look, Will.
Look, Will, nothing. You know what I got for first prize at the fair? $50.
Well, that was good. $50?
Catch on. Your pa promised I could marry if I could get $50.
That's right, he did.
You know what I done for cash? Spending on presents for you.
But if you spend it, then you ain't got the cash.
What I got for it more than cash. Feller who sold me the stuff told me.
But Will,
But Will, nothing. When am I gonna get a little kid? Ada Annie, all the time at the fair, when I was chasing steers, I'd rope one under the hook and pull him up real sharp. Then he'd land on his little rump. Then I'd think of you.
don't start talking pretty, Will.
See a lot of beautiful gals in Kansas City. Didn't give one on the look.
How could you see him if you didn't give him a look?
I mean, I didn't look loving at him, like I look at you.
Please don't look like that, Will. I can't bear it.
I won't stop looking like that so you give me a little kiss.
What's a little old kid?
Well, nothing, unless it comes from you.
You do talk pretty.
Hey, Curly, you better take the wagon down to the trough and give the team some water.
Right away, Aunt Ella.
Can I come too? Just love to watch the way you handle horses.
About all I can handle, I guess.
Oh, I can't believe that, Curly. Not from what I heard about you.
Looks like Curly took up with that colored girl.
Wouldn't I care about that?
Come on, boys. We better get these hampers out under the trees where it's cool.
Why should a woman who is healthy and strong love her like a baby if her man goes away? A weeping and a wailing how he's done her wrong. That's one thing you will never hear me say. Never gonna think that the man I lose
hello. Hello, kiddo.
I sure am sorry to see you feeling so happy. Because what I got to say will make you miserable. I got to marry Will.
That's sad news for me. Well, he is a fine fellow.
Don't hide your feelings, Allie. I'd rather have you come right out and say your heart's busted in two.
Are you positive you've got to marry Will?
Sure shooting.
And there's no chance for you to change your mind?
No chance.
All right, then. My heart is busted in two.
You do make up pretty things to say.
That you, Annie?
Hello, Pa. What you been shooting?
Rabbits. That chew I hear about Will Parker getting $50.
That's right, Pa. And he wants to hold you to your promise.
Too bad. Still in all, I can't go back on my word.
See, Allie Hackham?
Well, I advise you get that money off of him before he loses it all. Put it in your stocking or inside your corset where he can't get at it. Or can he?
But, Pa, he ain't exactly kept it. He spent it all on presents.
See? What I tell you. Now, he can't have you. I said it had to be $50 cash.
But Mr. Collins, is that fair?
Who the devil are you?
This is Allie Hackham.
Well, shut your face or I'll figure behind so full of buckshot you'll be walking around like a duck the rest of your life.
Allie, if I don't have to marry Will, maybe your heart don't have to be busted in two like you said.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Are you trying to make out my daughter to be a liar?
No, I'm just making it clear what a liar I am if she's telling the truth.
What else you been saying to my daughter?
Oh, an awful lot.
When?
Last night in the moonlight.
Where?
Alongside a haystack.
Listen, Mr. Collins.
I'm listening. What else did you say?
He called me his Persian kitten.
Why'd you call her that?
I don't remember.
I do. He said I was like a Persian kitten, 'cause they's the ones with the soft round tail.
That's enough. In this part of the country, that better be a proposal of marriage.
That's what I thought.
Is that what you think?
Look, Mr. Collins,
I'm looking.
I'm no good. I'm a peddler. A peddler travels up and down, all around, and you hardly ever see your daughter no more.
That'd be all right. Take care of her, son. Take care of my little rosebud.
Oh, Pa, that's awful pretty. Are you sure for certain you're fair let me go, Pa?
Are you sure, Mr. Collins?
Just try to change my mind and see what happens to you.
Oh, Allie, ain't it wonderful Pa making up our minds for us and all? And once he gives his word that you can have me, well, you've got me.
I know I got you.
This is Allie Hackett, the peddler's bride. Wait till I tell the girls.
Hello, Lori. Just now packing your hamper?
I've been busy.
You got gooseberry tarts, too. Wonder if they're as light as mine. I'd like to fly away since you flew on them.
Well, I did build one of mine, and it broke up into a million pieces.
Ain't she funny?
Gertie, you better come inside and cool off.
Come inside with me, Carly.
Not just yet.
Well, okay, but don't be too long. And remember tonight when the auction starts? Mine's the biggest panther.
So that's the kind of girl I hear so much talk of.
Well, you've seen her before, ain't you?
Yeah, but not since she got so old. I never did see anybody get so peaky looking in such a short amount of time. Yeah, and she says she's 18. I bet you she's 19.
She got in your hamper.
Just some old meat pies and apple jelly. Nothing like what Gertie Cummins has in her basket.
Are you really going to go to the party tonight with Judd?
I reckon so. Why?
No. Just that everybody's expecting for me to take you.
Oh, maybe it's just as well you ain't. We don't want people talking about us now, do we?
You think people do talk about it?
I think you know how they are. Like a storm in mudball. They always gotta be buzzing about something.
What are they saying? That you're stuck on me?
Most of the talk is that you're stuck on me.
I can't imagine how these ugly rumors get started.
Me neither. Why do they think of stories that link my name with yours?
Why do the neighbors chant the here all day behind their doors.
I know a way to prove what they say is why not try. Here is a ditch, a practical mistletoe for you. Don't throw bouquets at me. Don't squeeze my soul too much. Don't laugh at my jokes too much. People will say we're in love. Don't sigh and gaze at me. Your sighs are so like mine. Your eyes must glow like mine. People will say we're in love. Don't start collecting things.
Like what?
Give me my rose and my wine.
Sweetheart, that's a certain thing. People will say we're in love. Don't praise my charm too long. Don't look so vain with me. Don't stand in the rain with me. People will say we're in love. Don't take my arm too much. Don't keep your hand in mine. Your hand feels so grand in mine. People will say we're in love. Don't dance all night with me till the stars fade from above. They'll sing it's all right with me. People will say we're in love.
Don't you think you could tell Judge you'd rather go with me tonight?
Curly, no, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't, huh? Well, I think I'll go down here to the smokehouse where Judge's at. See what's so elegant about him. Makes the girls want to go to parties with him.
Curly!
What?
Nothing.
Got your hamper packed?
Oh, no. Yes, barely.
Like a hanky?
But I want no hanky.
You got a smudge on your cheek, just under your eye.
Come in, can't you?
Howdy.
What do you want?
Nothing. I just got through with my work up the house, and I just thought I'd pay you a call. You got a gun, I see.
Yeah, it's a good Colt 45.
What do you do with it?
Shoot thing.
Oh. The picture you got up here. That's a picture of a naked woman. No. No, she ain't. She's got a couple of thingamabobs tied on to her.
Sure, there ain't a thing what I can show you. Look at that top.
Give me bad ideas, that would.
That's a dinger, that is.
Sure is a dinger. It's Good looking rope you got here. Sure spins nice. You know Will Barker? Boy, he sure can't spin a rope. That's a strong looking hook you got there too, Judd. Well, I bet you can hang yourself on that.
What now?
Well, you can hang yourself. Yeah, it'd be just as easy as falling off a log. Or a chair. Well, you just take this little rope here, and you just put it around your neck. Then you make sure it's tied up on that hook strong on this end. Well, then all you'd have to do would be to fall off a log. Or a chair. Whichever you'd rather fall off from. Why, in 5 minutes or less, I bet you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean with that?
Well, then folks would come to your funeral and sing sad songs.
Yeah.
They would. You never know how much people like you unless you died first.
Would there be any fires, you think?
Sure would. And palms, too. Well, folks would gather from all around, and the men, they'd bare their heads, and the women, they'd sniffle softly. Well, some of it even faint, I bet. Once took a shine to you while you're still alive.
What women took a shine to you?
Well, lots of women. Well, they ain't never just gonna come right out and tell you unless you die first.
I guess that's right.
Sure would be pretty, though, when the singing started. They'd sing like their hearts would break. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. All gather round his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a feller have to die? Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene. He's all laid out to rest with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Then the preacher'd get up and he'd say, folks, we are here to moan and groan over our brother Judd Fry, who hung himself up by a rope in the smokehouse. And there'd be weeping and wailing for some of them women. And then he'd say, Judd was the most misunderstood man in the territory. People used to think he was a mean, ugly fella. And they used to call him a dirty skunk and a hungry pig stealer. But the folks that really knowed him know that beneath those two dirty shirts he always wore, there beat a heart as big as all outdoors. As big as all outdoors. Judd Fry loved his fellow man. He loved his fellow man. He loved the birds in the forest and the beasts in the field. He loved the mice and the vermin in the barn. And he treated the rats like equals, which was right. And he loved the little children. He loved everybody and everything. Only he never let on, so nobody ever noticed. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. His friends are weeping well for miles around. The daisies in the dell will give out a different smell, because poor Judd is underneath the ground. Poor Judd is dead, a candle lights his head. He's laying in a coffin made of wood. And folks are feeling sad, 'cause they used to treat him bad. But now they know their friend has gone for good.
He looks like he's asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep. But it's summer and we're running out of ice. Poor John, poor John.
Yeah, it should be interesting, funeral. I wouldn't like to miss it.
You wouldn't like to miss it, eh? Well, maybe you will. Maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Let's see now. Where'd you work at before you come around here? This is up by Pawpaw, wasn't it?
Yeah, before that over by Tulsa. Lousy they was too. Both of them. Always making out like they was better. Treating it like dirt.
What'd you do, get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
No one I recollect. It just come in my head.
Well, if it ever did come to getting even, I'd know how to do it.
The fact?
Nah, there's safer ways than that if you use your head. You remember that farm in Bartlett Farm over by Sweetwater a few years back?
I sure do. It was a terrible accident. I had burned up the father, mother, and daughter.
That wasn't no accident. The feller told me the hired hand was stuck on the Bartlett girl and he caught her in a hayloft with another feller.
And it was him that burned the place?
Yeah, it took him weeks to get all the kerosene, about at different times. The feller who told me made out like it happened in Missouri, but I knowed all the time it was a Bartlett farm. What a liar he was.
He's the kind of murderer too, wasn't he? Good little air in here.
You ain't told me yet what business you had here. We got no cattle sales nor no cow ponies. No crop is done spoke for.
Sure relieved my mind considerable.
There's only one other thing on this farm you can want, and it better not be that.
Well, that's just what it
It
is.
better not be. You keep away from her, Curly. You hear?
You know, somebody ought to tell Lord just what kind of a man you are. And for that matter, somebody ought to tell you once for yourself.
You better get out of here, Curly.
You know, a man wouldn't feel very safe in here if he didn't know you. But I know you, Jud. There's two things you can do if you live in this country. You can live out of doors as one. You can live in a filthy hole as the other. I'll sit on my horse out in the brush somewhere as many times and not hear a rattlesnake. He'd go. He'd be scared to death. He's afraid someone's going to step on him. So he'd get his old fangs curled up, full of poison. He'd just curl up and wait. As long as you're scared, you gotta have protection. Oh, you can have muscles old like iron and still be weak and empty bladder unless you got something to barb your hide with. How'd you get to be the way you are anyway, thinking the way you're thinking? Why don't you do something healthy every once in a while instead of staying shut up in here, crawling and festering? I wish you'd let me show you something. You see that knot hole over there? You see the Lincoln? I just want to see if I can hit it. Slick as a whistle without even touching. And you seen it too, didn't you? I knew I could do it. I reckon someone's going to be coming.
Who fired off the gun? Was that you, Curly? Don't stand there. You let me answer when you spoke to.
Well, I fired once there, Ellen.
What was you shooting at?
You see that knot hole up there?
I see a lot of knot holes.
Well, that was one of them.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty nothings, picking away at knot holes and scaring everybody to death? I ought to give you a good Dutch rub and iron some of the craziness out of you. It's all right, nobody hurt, just a pair of fools swapping noises.
Mind if I visit with you, gents?
It's good to get away from the women for a while.
Now that we're all by ourselves, I got a few purties. Private knickknacks for to show you, especially for the men folks.
I'll see you gentlemen later. I gotta go get a story I hired for tonight.
Postcards?
Who do you think you're taking in that Surrey?
Well, I'm gonna take Aunt Ella. And I might take Lori if she'll come with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She promised to go with me, and she better not change her mind. She better not.
No, I want you to look at these, straight from Paris.
Don't want none of those things now. You got any frog stickers?
You mean one of them long knives? What would you want with a thing like that?
I don't know. Kill a hog or a skunk. It's all the same, ain't it? Tell you I'd like better than a frog sticker if you got one. You ever hear of those things they call a little wonder? It's this thing hold up your eye to see pictures. Only that ain't all there is to it. Not quite. It's got a little jigger on it too. If you touch it, now springs a sharp blade.
On the spring, eh?
Yeah, he said, fella, look through this. Then when he's looking, you spring out the blade and bang, down he comes.
A good joke found a friend. I don't like to handle things like that. Too dangerous. What I'd really like to show you is my new stock of postcards.
Don't want all them things now, I told you. Want to give me a real woman.
What would you want with a real woman? Well, I'm having trouble right now, all on account of a woman. And you say you want one? Why? Look at you. You're a man, but you're free to come and go as you please. You got a nice, cozy little place, private, nobody to bother you. Artistic pictures, they don't talk back to you.
I'm tired of all these pictures of women.
You're tired of them, so throw them away and buy some new ones. You get tired of a woman, and what can you do? Nothing, just keep getting tighter and tighter.
I done made up my mind.
So you want a real woman, eh? Say, you happen to know a girl named Ado Annie?
I don't want her.
I don't want her either, but I got her.
Don't want nothing from no peddler. Want real things. I'm not doing here like that fella says, to shut up or crawl in the vestibule. I'm not doing this lousy smoke out.
I gotta be here by myself.
Look, she brought those smelling salts. Apparently the man tried to
Look at me take a whiff now. That's the camphor. Please, girls, go away.
Hey, Lori, is it true you let the judge take you tonight instead of Curly?
I'll tell you better when I think everything out clear. I'm beginning to see things clear already.
I can tell you what you want.
changes. He come out west and built a lot of fences.
And he built them right across our cattle ranges.
What's these dirt scratches in Missouri where they belong? We got as much right here.
Gentlemen, shut up! The farmer is a good and thrifty citizen.
He's thrifty, all right.
No matter what the county says or thinks, you seldom see him drinking in a barroom, unless somebody else is buying drink. But the farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. The cowman roasts the cow with beef. The farmer steals her butter and cheese. But that's no reason why they can't be friends.
I'd like to say a word for the cowboy. The road he treads is difficult and stony. He rides for days on end just to pony for a friend. I'm sure it's a little dirty for the pony. The farmer should be sociable with the cowboy. If he rides by and asks for food and water, don't treat him like a louse. Make him welcome in your house.
But be sure that you lock up your wife and daughter.
Who wants to go farmer anyhow?
So the sheriff don't think you get a square deal.
You can't talk that way about her.
She can talk any way she wants.
Nobody's gonna slug out anything. This here's a party. Sing it, Andrew. No need underdone.
Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. Oh, the farmer and the cowman should be friends. One likes to push a plow, the other likes to shake the cow. That's no reason why they can't be friends. And when the territory is a state, it joins the union just like all the others. The cowman and the farmer and the merchant must all behave themselves and act like brothers.
I'd like to teach you all a little singing and learn these words by heart the way you should. I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be darned if I ain't just as good.
I don't say I'm no better than anybody else, but I'll be darned if I ain't just as good.
Come on, everybody. Time to start the bar social.
I'm so hungry I could eat a gatepost.
Who's gonna do the auctioneer?
Let one of the men be the auctioneer.
Man, come on now.
All right, then. Now, you know the rules, gentlemen. You got to bid blind. You're not supposed to know what girl goes with what hamper. Of course, if your sweethearts told you that hers to be done up in a certain kind of way with a certain color ribbon, that ain't my fault. Now, we'll auction all the hampers over on the other side of the house and come around back here. Follow me.
Hello. Hello, young fellow.
Oh, it's you.
I was just hoping to meet up with you. It seems you and me ought to have a little talk.
We only got one thing to talk about. Well, Mr. Akron, I hear you got yourself a gay beta win. Well, nothing. I don't know what to call you. You ain't pretty enough for a skunk. You ain't skinny enough for a snake. You're too little to be a man and too big to be a mouse. I reckon you're a rat.
That's logical.
Ask me one question. Do you really love her?
Well,
'Cause I thought you didn't. I'd tie you up in a bag and throw you in a river. Are you serious about her?
yes, I'm serious.
You worship her and she walks on like I do. You better say yes.
Yes.
Heck you do.
Yes.
You see that bag? full of presents, cost $50. All I had in the world.
You had $50.
Well, I'd have Ada Wayne back, and you'd lose it.
Yes, I'd lose it. Let's see what you got in the bag. Might want to buy something.
What would you want with that stuff?
I'm a peddler, ain't I? I buy and sell. Maybe pay you real money. Maybe as much as, well, a lot. Ah, what a beautiful hot water bottle. Looks French. Must have cost plenty. I'll give you $8 for it.
$8? That wouldn't be fair. I only paid $3.50.
All right, I said I'd give you 8 and I will. Say, that's a cracker, Jake.
Take your hands off of that. That's for our wedding night.
You don't picture so good. I'll pay you $22.
But that...
All right then, $22.50. And not a cent more. Ah, what a beautiful ankle bracelet.
Those for her to wear.
I didn't hardly think those for you. Mighty dang. $15. Let's see. 8 and 22 makes 30, and 15 is 45, and 50 cents is 45.50.
Say, that's almost. That's... You gonna buy some more?
Might.
Say, did you ever see one of these?
What made you want to go and buy that? Got it in for somebody?
What do you mean? It's just a girl in funny pictures.
That's all you think it is? Well, it's more than that. It's...
Where's everybody? Where's Aunt Ella?
Another side of the house, Lori. Lori, where'd you run to? How much you give me for this thing?
I don't like to handle things like that. I guess you don't know what it really is.
Sure do. It's just a girl in pink tights. Either you two see Lori? Another side of the house. Auction's going on there. All right.
Hey, Judd, here's one of them things he was looking for, the Little Wonder.
How much? $3.50. That's a lot of money, but Gennady, it might be worth it. Let's see. $3.50 from him. $45.50 from you. That makes $50, don't it?
No, $1 short.
Darn it, must have figured wrong. How much for this stuff in the bag?
$1.
Done. Now I got $50. You know what that means? It means I'm going to take Ada Wayne back from you.
You wouldn't do a thing like that to me.
Oh, wouldn't I? And wait till I tell her Pa got most of the money off her. Maybe then he'll change his mind about who's smart and who's dumb.
Say, young fellow, you certainly buncoed me.
Now here's the last two hampers. Who's they are, I ain't got no idea.
The littlest mine is the one next to the Lori.
Well, that's the end of that secret. Now one of my bids in Fredo Annie's hamper.
2 bits. 4.
What'd you say, Slim? 6? Ain't nobody hungry no more? What about you, Pedro Man? 6 bits?
Nah, come on. 6 bits.
6 bits ain't enough for a lunch like that on any can make. Let's hear $1. How about you, Mike? You won it last year.
Yeah, that's right. Stayed Annie. You got that same sweet potato pie like last year?
You bet. Same old sweet potato pie, Mike. What'd you say?
I said it gave me a 3-day bellyache.
Never mind about that. Let's hear $1.
Mine's the last bid. I got it for 6 bits. Bid $1. 90 cents.
90 cents. We're getting rich. You know the depths of the schoolhouse. Do I hear more?
You hear $50.
Hey!
$50. Nobody ever bid $50 for a lunch before. Why nobody ever bid 10?
He ain't got $50.
Oh, yes, I have. And if you're a man owner, you'll say it when it belongs to you. Like you said you would.
But where's your money?
Right here in my hand.
It ain't yours. Just bid it, didn't you? Just give it to the schoolhouse. Got to say, the peddler still gets my daughter's hand.
Wait a minute, that ain't fair.
Going for $50. Going.
$51.
You crazy?
50. Wait. If I don't bid no more, I can keep my money, can't I?
Sure can.
This is mine.
You feeble-minded shackpoke.
Going, gone for $51. And that means Ado ain't gonna get the prize again.
And I get 8 on Andy.
And what are you getting for your $51?
3-day bellyache.
Now here's my niece's hamper. I took a peek inside a while ago, and I must say it looks mighty tasty. What'd you hear, Jan?
2 bits. 4.
Who said 6? You said?
I bid $1.
More like it. Do I hear 2?
$1.25.
$2.
$2.50.
$3.
And 2 bits.
$3 and 4 bits.
$4. And 2 bits.
4 1/4. Ain't I gonna hear any more? I got a bid of 4 1/4 from Judge Fry. You gonna let him have it?
4 1/2.
Going for 4 1/2. Going?
$4.75.
4.75. Come on, gentlemen. Schoolhouse ain't built yet. They got to get a new chimney.
$5.
Going for $5. Going?
And 2 bits.
Too rich for my blood. Can't afford no more.
5 1/4. Ain't got nearly enough yet. Enough for cold duck with stuffing and that lemon meringue pie.
$6.
$6. Going?
And 2 bits.
You're stubborn, Judge. Mr. Carnes is a richer man than you, and I know he likes custard with raspberry syrup. Ain't I gonna hear any more?
No, everybody dropped out. Can't you see?
You got enough, man, Ellie. Get on with it.
Here's the money.
Hold on, you. I ain't said going, gone yet.
Well, say it.
Going. Judge Fry. $6 and 2 bits. Going.
Hold on now. Who'd you say was getting Lori?
Judge Fry.
And for how much?
6 1/4.
I don't reckon it's quite enough. Do you, Aunt Ellen? It's more than you got. I got a $30 saddle here. You can't bid so. It's got to be cash. Well, $30 saddle must be worth something to somebody.
I'll give you 10 for it. Don't be a fool, boy. You can't ever live without a saddle.
You got cash?
Right here in my pocket.
Thanks. Aunt Ellen, let's not waste time now. How high are you going?
Higher than you, no matter what.
Aunt Ellen, I'm going to bid this $10 that Mike just gave me.
Going for $10. Going.
$10 and 2 bits.
Most of you boys know my horse. Done. She's the kind of nice horse that she's well broke.
Don't doggone, Curly. It ain't worth it.
I'll give you 25 for it.
I'll sell done to you. Aunt Ellen, that's going to make you bid $35.
Curly, you crazy, but it's off the schoolhouse, ain't it? Off for education and learning. Going for $35. Going.
Hold on, I ain't finished bidding. You just bid everything you had in the world, didn't you? Can't bid the clothes off your back because they ain't worth nothing. Can't bid your gun because you're going to need that. Yes, sir, you're going to need that bad. So, Aunt Ellen, I'm just as reckless as Curly McLean, I guess. Just as good to get what I want. A little bit all I got in the world. All I say for 2 years doing farm work. All for Lord. Here it is, $42.31.
Does anybody want to buy a gun? I bought a brand new last Thanksgiving. How about you, Slim?
Curly, please don't sell your gun.
I'll give you $18 for it.
Aunt Ellen, that's going to make it bid $53. Is anybody going any higher?
Going. What's the matter with you folks? Ain't nobody gonna cheer nothing?
That's the idea. The cowman and the farmer should be friends. You lost the bid. The bid was fair. Come on, cowman, shake the farmer's hand.
Sure, I'll shake hands. No hard feelings, Curly.
That's better.
Say, girl, I want to show you something. Excuse us, Lord. You ever see one of these things?
Just what is it?
It's something special. You ought to just hold up your eye like this here, see?
Curly! Curly, what are you doing?
Doing? Nothing much. What do you want to come up behind a fella and scare him like that for? Scare the living life out of me.
Well, stop looking at these old French pictures and ask me for a dance. You brought me to the party, didn't you?
All right then, you crazy old woman. I'll dance with you. I'll dance clean across this meadow if you want me to.
Take out better than the pieces, Sam.
Well, Ado, Annie, I got $50. Now, you name the day.
August 15th.
Well, August 15th.
Because that was the day I was first killed.
Well, I didn't remember that.
Well, you wasn't there.
Now, you look at here. Now that we're engaged, we're going to have a serious talk. You got to stop having fun. I mean, with other fellas. You'll have to be a little more standoffish when fellas offer you a buggy ride.
I'll give an imitation of a crawfish and dig myself a hole where I can hide.
I hear that you was kicking up some cases when I was off in Kansas City, Mo.
No.
I heard some things you couldn't print in papers from fellas who've been talking like they know.
But I only did the kind of things I ordered, sort of. To you, I wasn't faithful as to me. For me, the stories about the way I lost my bloomers, rumors, a lot of tempers in a pot of tea.
The whole thing don't sound very good to me.
Well, you see,
With me, it's all or nothing. Is it all or nothing with you? It can't be in between. It can't be now and then. No half and half romance will do. I'm a one-woman man, home loving type, all complete with flippers and pipe. Take me like I am or leave me be. If you can't give me all, give me nothing. And nothing's what you'll get from me.
not even something.
Nothing's what you'll get from me.
Would build me a house, all paid and white, cute and clean and pretty and bright.
Big enough for two, but not for three.
Supposing that we should have a third one.
He better look a lot like me.
The spin image.
He better look a lot like me.
Oh, it can't be in between. It can't be now and then.
No half and half romance will do.
Well, ain't gonna fight, ain't gonna frown. Have your fun, go out on the town. Stay out late and don't come home till 3. And go right off to sleep, sleepy. There's no use waiting, not for me.
Oh, wait, oh, Annie.
No use waiting, not for me.
Why are we stopping? I thought you wanted to dance.
I want to talk to you. Made you slap that whip on the old lady and didn't make her run away.
Afraid we'd be late for the party.
You don't want to be with me by yourself, not a minute more than you had to.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm with you by myself now, ain't I?
You would have been if you could have got out of it. The morning you stay hid in your room all the time, and nights you Sitting in the living room, won't get out of any other side. Well, last time I seen you alone was when the snow 6 inches deep and me sick. You brought me that soup out of the smokehouse and me in bed. I hadn't shaved for 2 days. You asked me if I had any fever and you put your hand on my head to see.
I remember.
Do you? Bet you don't remember as much as me. Remember everything you ever done, every word you ever said. Can't think of nothing else. See how it is? I ain't good enough, am I? I'm a hired hanging dirt on my hands, pig slop. I ain't fit to touch you. You're better, so much better. Yeah, we'll see, Miss Lord. Then you wished you wasn't so fine with your hair. You're such a fine lady.
Are you making threats to me? Are you standing there trying to tell me that I don't allow you to slobber all over me like a hog? Well, you're going to do something about it? Well, you're nothing but a mangy dog when someone ought to shoot you. And you think so much about being a hard hand. Well, I'll just tell you something that'll rest your brain, Mr. Judd. You ain't a hired hand for me no more. You can just pack up your duds and scoot. And I even got better ideas than that. You ain't to set foot on the place again. You hear me? I'll send your stuff any place you stay. But don't you so much as set foot inside the pasture gate, or I'll stick the dogs on you.
You said you say. Borrow on yourself. Can't help it. Can't never rest. I told you the way it was, and you wouldn't listen.
Who's that?
It's me, Lori. Hey, you seen that old Annie? She's gone again.
Will, could you do something for me? Go and find Curly and tell him I'm here. I want to see Curly awful bad. I gotta see him.
And why don't you just turn around and look, you crazy woman?
Curly.
Well, you found yours, now I gotta go find mine.
By gum, what on earth is Ellen my Bella Claremore? By gum, if you ain't crying.
Curly, I'm afraid of my life.
Great Lord, jumping toadstools.
Don't you leave me.
Great God Almighty.
Don't let me, Curly, look at Oh, I don't know what to do.
Well, here, I'll show you. About all men can stand in public.
Curly, you don't like me.
Like you? How come? Get away from me. Get plumb away from me. Lori, now listen here. You stand over there where you are, and I'll stand over here. And you tell me what was wrong.
Well, Judd was here. He scared me. He's crazy. He talked wild and he threatened me, so I fired him. I wish I hadn't. There ain't no telling what he'll do now.
You fired him? Well then, that's all that can be said about it. Why, tomorrow, I'll get you new hiring here. And if you're worried about that little hound dog coming on the place tonight, I'll stay there myself. Quit your worrying, or I'll spank you. While I'm thinking about it, how about you marrying me?
Great. What do I want to marry you for?
Well, maybe you can think of some reason why you might.
Can't think of none right now, hardly.
Lori, please, ma'am, marry me. I don't know what I want to do if you don't.
Oh, Curly, I'll marry you if you want me to.
Yeah, I want you to. Well, I'll be the happiest man alive as soon as we're married. I'm going to have to learn to be a farmer. I can see that. I'm going to have to quit thinking about throwing a rope. I have to start getting my hands blistered a new way. Countries are changing right and left. I'm going to have to buy up mowing machines and mow down the prairies. I'm going to have to shoe your horses and drag your plows under the sod. They're going to make a state out of this territory. They're going to put it in the Union. Countries are changing. Got to change with it. I'm going to have to bring up a pair of boys, new stock, to help me out with this place. Well, now I got you to help me. I just bought a mount for something yet. I remember the first time I ever seen you. It was at the fair. And you was riding that gray filly of blue stars. And I remember I said to someone, who's that skinny little thing with the bang hanging on her head?
Yeah, I remember. He was riding broncs that day.
That's right.
And one of them throwed you.
That's... You did not throw me.
I guess you jumped off then.
Sure I jumped off.
Yeah, you sure did.
Hey! If there's anybody out around this yard that can hear my voice, I just want you to know that Laurie Williams is my girl.
Curly!
And she done went off and got me to ask her to marry me.
They'll hear you all the way to Tootsie.
Well, just a little.
Lot of people say we're in love. Who cares what happens People say we're in love. Starlight goes well along. Let the stars be all alone. Who cares if they tell on us? Let people say we're in
I hear, baby.
Can't you even stay to drink to Curly and Lori?
Time for the lonely gypsy to get back to the open road.
Wished I was going with you. Then you wouldn't have to be so lonely.
Look, Ado Annie, there's a man here that loves you like nothing has ever loved nobody.
Yes, Allie Hackham.
No, a man who will stick to you all your life. And that's the man for you, Will Parker.
Oh, yeah, well, I like Will a lot.
He is a fine fellow, strong like an ox, young and handsome.
I love him all right, I guess.
Of course you do. And you love those clear blue eyes of his and the way his mouth wrinkles up when he smiles.
Do you love him too?
I love him because he'll make my Ado Annie happy. Goodbye, my baby. I'll show you how we say goodbye in Persia.
That was goodbye.
We have an old song. It says, one goodbye is never enough.
I am happy you will marry such a man as this Will Parker. You deserve a fine man, and you've got one.
Hello, Will. Allie Hackham was just saying goodbye.
Ah, Will, I want to say goodbye to you, too.
Whoa, no you don't.
You two are made for each other. Be good to her, Will, and you be good to him. You don't mind. I'm a friend of the family now.
Did you say you was going?
Yes, I must. Back to the open road, the poor gypsy. Goodbye, my baby. Friend of the family. I'll show you how we say goodbye in my country. Persian goodbye. Lucky fellow, I wish you was marrying me instead of you.
It don't seem to make no difference hardly.
Well, back to the open road. The lonely gypsy.
You're not gonna think of the old peddler anymore, are you?
Of course not. Never think of no one unless he's with me.
And I'm never gonna leave your side.
Even if you don't, even if you're never going to trip or nothing, couldn't you once in a while give me one of them Persian goodbyes?
Persian goodbyes. That ain't nothing compared to an Oklahoma hello.
Well, Andrew, why aren't you back this bar getting drunk with us? Never seen you stay so sober at a wedding party.
Been scared. Scarrow and I, Judge Fry's come up and start for Curly.
Why, Judge Fry's been out of territory for 3 weeks.
Well, he's back. Seen him last night at Claremore, drunk as the Lord.
Let's hear it for the happy couple. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Say, Curly, was you scared when the preacher said that about you take this here woman? Yeah, I was afraid he wasn't going to say it.
I was afraid Curly back out on me.
They couldn't pick a better time to start in life.
It ain't too early and it ain't too late. Starting as a farmer with a brand new wife. Brand new state, gonna treat you right. Gonna get you boys and
Flowers on the prairie, red as June, but June.
plenty of air and plenty of room. Plenty of water and plenty of love. Oh, the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waves and breeze it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Every night, my honey lemon dog, we're still alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yeah,
Better hurry up and get that other dress. We got to get going in a minute.
You hurry up and pack your own duds laying all over my room.
Hey, Will. Hey, would you hitch up the team for me? Sure will, Curly. Have it up in jiffy.
Oh, what you gonna do? Give Lori and Curly a shivering? I wish you wouldn't.
No, it's a good old custom. Never hurt anybody. You women just keep out of the way. Vamos.
It ain't gonna be rough, is it?
Stop gabbing about it.
Seems like there's times when men ain't got no need for women.
Well, there seems like there's times when women ain't got no need for men.
Yeah, but who wants to be dead?
Gertie,
Thought you was a bushy hair.
just come from there. Too bad you get Lord's wedding. Been having one of my own. Liz, who'd you marry? And where is he?
Is that him?
That's him.
Allie,
Hello. Hello, kiddo.
Liz, see my ring, girl?
Woo! How long you been married?
4 days. 4 days to laugh like that should count like a golden wedding.
But if you married her, you must have wanted to.
I wanted to marry her. I wanted to marry her when I saw the moonlight shining off her father's gun barrel. I thought it would be better to be alive. Now I ain't so sure.
think I ought to kiss the bride. Bring the family. Say, Gertie, you ever had no comment hello?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm gonna stop Anadarko from killing your wife.
Mind your own business.
What you doing out there making all that racket, Sancho or pig stealers?
Cowboy, with the devil on your hand. Come on, fellas, let's get him out. Get him out. Come on, girl.
Hey, Laura, here's the girl baby for you. Here's the boy. Go ahead.
Wedding party still going on? Well, I ain't too late. Got a present for the groom, but first I want to kiss the bride. Here's my present for you.
Watch it, Curly.
Look at him. He fell on his own knife.
Well, roll him over. He's doing all right. Go hard, man.
What we do? Ain't he all right?
He's just done.
Move away, some of you. Let me look at it.
Curly, is he?
Don't say anything.
It can't be that way.
I didn't mean for it to.
It can't be. Like that to happen to us.
Can't do a thing now. Try and get him to a doctor. But I don't know.
Well, here. Get him over to my rig. I'll take him over to Doc Tyler.
Quick, I'm afraid it's too late.
Lord, I'm gonna see if anything can be done for him. And Ellen, you take good care of him, you hear me?
Maybe it's better if you and Curly don't go away tonight. I don't see why this had to happen when everything was so fine. Don't let your mind run on it. I can't forget, I tell you. I never will. That's all right, Lori. If you can't forget it, just don't try to, honey. Well, lots of things happen before. Sickness and being poor and hungry. But you can stand it. There's one way. You got to be hard. You got to be. You deserve a sweet and tender mouth mess in your tongue. I was hungry the way you were. Fiddlesticks, scrawny and old. You couldn't hire me to be the way I am. Oh, what'd I do without you? You're such a crazy. Sure as you're born.
Taking Judd over to Dave Tyler in the morning.
Is he alive?
Lord, Court Elam here. He being a federal marshal and all, he thinks I ought to give himself up tonight.
Tonight? Why, you trying to leave Claremore in 20 minutes?
The best thing is for Judd to go on his own accord and tell the judge.
Well, you're the judge, Andrew.
Yes, but
Well, tell him now and get it over with.
It wouldn't be proper. You have to do it in court.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Let's do it here. Say we done in court.
We can't do that. That'd be breaking the law.
Well, let's not break the law. Let's just bend it a little. Come on, Andrew. Start the trial. We ain't got but a few minutes.
Andrew, I got a protest.
oh, shut your trap. We can give the boy a fair job without locking him up on his wedding night. Here's the long and short of it. First, I gotta ask you, what's your plea? That means why'd you do it?
What? The judge always pestering Lord. And I always said one day I
Just a
was...
minute, just a minute. Don't let your tongue wobble around in your mouth like that. Listen to the question. What happened tonight that made you kill him?
Well, he come at me with a knife, and I
And you
had...
had to defend yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, and further...
Never mind the furthermores. The plea is self-defense. Now, is there a witness who saw this happen?
Feel funny about it. Feel funny.
You'll feel funny when I tell your wife you're carrying on with another woman, won't you?
But I've been carrying on with no one.
Maybe not, but you sure feel funny when I tell you what you are.
Laugh all you like, but it's Fred or Marshall.
Oh, shut up about being Marshall. We ain't gonna let you send the boy to jail on his wedding night. We just ain't gonna let you. So shut up.
Well, come on, fellas. Let's pull them to their train in Curly, Surrey. We'll be the horses.
Hey, wait. I ain't even told the verdict yet.
Well, the verdict's not guilty, ain't it?
Of course, but...
Well, then say it. Not guilty!
Court's adjourned.
Well, 808, where on earth have you been? Bill and me had a misunderstanding, and he explained it fine.
Hey there, bride and groom. You ready?
I'm glad you did.
Anytime.